What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. You already know who I am. It's the Denim Doctor, Denim Dog, and them Denim. Like, don't play with the key. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, we already know who's to my left.
Hello, 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 hello. It's Sebastian Minaj. What's good?
Okay, bland. So
Whatever.
stop. You're gonna make me choke. Uh-oh.
What?
Not you said I hate the host. Ew, I hate you so much. Anyways, so yeah, you do hate yourself. So today we're talking about the big three. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the big three equates to who, Sebastian?
It equates to Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach anime or manga, however you look at it.
Yeah, however you look at it. And the thing is, okay, so so
Hello, you good?
we started watching slash reading when the big three were the big three, like when we were children, when it was on Toonami, like we were the crowd that makes the big three, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just wanted to come out and we wanted to talk about it from people who have been watching slash reading it from basically the beginning. Like when it was popular over here, we like it wasn't popular over here. Like what he's talking about. That made no sense, but you know what I mean.
Mm,
Okay, so okay, so we're gonna talk about them one by one first, and then we're going to compare and say which one we prefer the most, and then we're going to talk a little bit about if we think there's a new big three and who they would be. um, we know there's gonna have a discussion about that at DreamCon, and we're going to DreamCon, yes, in a couple days. Like, check the weather.
woo,
It's
woo.
gonna be hot, but we're gonna come through with a little bit of ice, keep it melty.
You already know.
All right, so which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Naruto first. I mean, that's the one we started watching first. Um, Well, I would say
Okay,
for now, I would say for me, Naruto is a big part of my life. Randomly, one day, I don't
not
know what.
random.
Well, yeah, randomly, because I was just flipping through channels, doing whatever, and I landed on Naruto, and it was this new show that was coming out. Um, I guess on Toonami, and I was just took interest. I was like, oh, this look interesting. Why not? I was a Cartoon Network kid. I like cartoons. I was like, this
We
seems
were we were a everything kid, for real, for real.
We were, but Cartoon Network was the big thing. But we'll get to that big three later. Um, yeah, so we were doing that. I flipped through the channel, saw this. I was like, all right, let's do this. I like this. I like this. And it
Not
just
this
became
long intro.
whatever. And it just became a real thing. Like Naruto was my life for
Nerd.
a long time. You can say what you want, but Naruto really held me down. I remember at one point, when shopping malls were big, we used to go shopping every weekend. And I remember telling my parents, listen, we got to be back home before Naruto comes on because it's a new episode and I'm not going to be the one to miss it. Because it
Didn't
was
they
just that
play
good.
last week's episode before the new episode anyways?
They played last week episode after the new episode aired.
That's so dumb, but I guess it makes sense because it's old. But
Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, that is how we started getting into Naruto, and that led
Oh,
to the
hold on.
other
Let me
two
say,
as
let me say
well.
this. Let me say this. I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
god.
I had to do it. I put you on the Naruto. I did.
Okay, and let me say this. What do people mean when they say put you on? Because I swear it means like they was a fan of something, and they're like, oh yeah, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch that. What happened with us two is that we had to share a TV, and I wanted to watch George Lopez or something,
George
and a show
Lopez. That was at
that
Nick at Night, baby.
Get Toonami was more so near night.
You want to watch George? Go
It
ahead.
was
Go ahead.
not specifically George Lopez. I just wanted to watch something I knew. Like
Mhm.
there was something on that I knew. That's like, oh, I want to watch that.
Mhm.
He wanted to watch Naruto. I had never heard of it. I had never seen it. We're 2.5 years apart. He probably saw it like the day before or something crazy. Like it wasn't like he had been watching Naruto for 4 years and 4 nights. He had watched Naruto maybe once or twice. Was like, oh my god, this is cool. We had to share a TV, and he wanted to watch Naruto. So I sat there and watch the episode with him. And then I also like Naruto. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I put you
But
on
it's
a
don't
nine.
act
I
like
put
you
you
didn't
on a
want me to change the
Naruto."
channel though. You
I
wanted me to
did want you
change.
to change the channel to something I knew I wanted to
But
watch. There's something else I
hold
wanted to
on.
watch, but
I
it's not like
also
you was a huge fan and you said, "Oh my god, let
hold
me
on.
get you
But I'm
on
not
this."
saying I put you on like yeah without me like da da da
But you
da.
said you
It was
put
more,
on.
but the different type of like you think it put on like oh
And
my
can I
goodness.
say too, that
Oh,
wasn't
here
the
we
first
go.
anime we watched.
Okay, but that's the first anime we was like, oh, this is anime.
Yeah, we didn't know the other one was an anime, but still, I'm just
Exactly,
saying
because
you
we
can't say you
truthfully, the first anime we did watch was what? Well,
Sailor Moon.
I would say Sailor Moon. We watched that TV show Shinzo back in the day, and then Dragon Ball.
I don't know what Shinzo is.
That was
Wait,
the one with
what?
all the bugs.
Shinzo.
I remember the beginning. It's like
No.
Shinzo, and then he like
Why
he
did I
whoops.
forget about
I unlocked the
that?
memory. I put you on again. Let me
Girl,
stop.
you gonna piss me you
But
gonna piss me off. No, okay, so let's get into Naruto. I
yes.
told you this long old backstory. Okay, so we wrote down some categories to talk about. So let's go through the categories. You can say the first one.
Oh, you should have told me I was saying something.
Okay, I'll say
Uh,
the first one.
okay, good.
It's
Thank you.
the overall plot. So
Plot,
talk
plot,
about it.
plot.
What do you think about the plot of Naruto?
The
Like,
plot of
what would you
Naruto,
rate it?
out of what? 1 to 5, 1 to 10.
I like 10. I don't know why, but I like 10.
Okay. Out of plot for Naruto, I would say it's like a 9 out of 10, if not a 9.5 out of 10. Everything is very tight with the plot of Naruto. You really don't get anything. I mean, everything, even surrounding the B plots and everything, still to me lead up to uh basically Naruto becoming Hokage.
You know what?
Um,
I feel like rating the categories is stupid. We're gonna rate it at the end. Just talk about the plot, like you were doing, and I interrupted you. Go ahead.
um, the everything that was leading up to it with the B plots. I think the side missions showed the progression of the story of the characters that go into the actual main plot. So I think everything, yeah, 9.5 out of 10.
I love the plot. Okay, so when it comes to anime, typically it's very simple at first.
Hmm.
It's like, especially what is Naruto? I be forgetting what I gotta
Shonen.
talk about. Yeah, especially shonen. It's kind of like there's like this overarching thing, and it's usually very simple. Like I have to get stronger, or I want to be the top person, whoever the top person is. So I want to be Hokage. I want to be the Pirate King. I want to be the greatest swordsman or whatever it is. It's usually I just want to be the best at it.
I wanna
So,
be the very best.
throw it back. Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going. Okay, my bad.
Mm.
Anyways, but I loved the plot of Naruto. I love the setup of basically this kid who's not treated well. Everybody hates him, and he wants to be acknowledged. He wants to be the strongest. He wants to be a protector. And the fact that he has to be in school, he has to deal with them. Like I don't know. Everything about it is just I love it. And I feel like in the beginning, the the fact that he had the nine-tailed fox in him was very much so a character trait. It
Mhm.
wasn't so much to me part of the plot as in like in Shippuden where it's like no we want the nine-tailed fox, and the fact that he's the Jinchuriki is like the thing. Like in
Mhm.
the beginning it was like he's a Jinchuriki so we don't like him, but that was like his characterization. It wasn't his plot.
It
It was
wasn't.
a
Yeah, it
part of the
wasn't part of the plot.
right, yeah, and so I really like that, and that's why I be getting a little irritated when people like, "Oh yeah, well, no, I'll get into it later, but I just feel like that's part of him. I really like that.
Mhm.
I really like their setup of like the Hokages and like I just feel like they did their stuff, and then I don't know, they just did it. And I feel like with shonen and specifically how Masashi Kishimoto ate this up is that he made it so wide, like the plot so like not specific, general, is that you can like go anywhere with it. Like Naruto can
Mm,
go on forever if it wanted to.
it
Not
could.
with Naruto
Oh.
specifically. Um Now his son, we don't know that man, but okay,
Oh,
but yeah.
not at all.
Not
None
look
of
at
that is canon.
no, not at all, not to me, not
Mm,
Kanan. Mm-mm.
mm-mm. Maybe
But
Kanekalon, but not Kanan.
okay, so after that, what would you okay, so the characters and character development. What would you say? How did Naruto do on that?
Character
And
and
you ain't gotta rate it, you just gotta talk about it.
yeah. Um, I think it had hits and it had misses, which a lot of anime do, especially around that time. Um, so I say the main cast that he used, and also some of those supports like Naruto, Sasuke. I would say Sakura. I would say Kakashi. Um,
You
a
just
lot of
listing
people,
characters.
you see more of got better character development than some of the others, which people want to see, like the other nine Ginning or maybe some of the fan favorites, like
Iruka,
yeah, something like that.
yeah.
They didn't get the same, but overall, for what the importance of the plot goes, there was good character development. Could there been more? Would you like to be more because like these certain characters and blah blah blah? Sure, but I say
Right.
overall it was pretty good.
Right, I agree actually. I do think that character development was good. You ain't never gonna knock that for me. But I do think that there could have been more. However, I do want to say manga especially, they're writing it week after week. They're basically spitballing ideas here like
And this was
you
when they
only
first
can
got popular,
like you only can expect so much. Like it's not a novel. It's not like they wrote out an entire series and they just lacked character development.
right?
Sometimes they just don't have time to show these people or things and such and whatever and did that. But let's
Right,
talk about the fact that of the characters in general. I love what this man did because these characters seemed human to me. Now, and people like to hate on Sakura, especially young Sakura. Young Sakura was so realistic. So realistic. Like y'all be when you be in class and that be annoying little girl and she just be like
and she
and she
really
be
like
just
her man.
her man, my man. And it's just
Hmm.
like, oh my God, go sit down somewhere. But that's still your friend. You try to be nice, sometimes she help with your homework.
You need help,
They never help me with my homework. I'm smart. But I'm just saying, like, she seemed like a real person. Eno seemed like a real person. Their feud seemed realistic. Who else? Hinata being shy. Y'all already know I love Hinata. Naruto being bad because he wanted attention. Shikamaru being lazy. Like, they did to me, they were like they didn't go across that line of caricatures. They were like realistic people to me.
right?
And my friend Alicia.
Yeah,
That's
why?
Shikamaru. That's
Shut
Shikamaru.
up, shut up.
That's Shikamaru. I'm
Leave that
telling you.
girl
So
alone.
I'm like, when y'all be like, "Oh no, that's a kid." No, I'm telling you, I've seen these people.
I know this
I
man. I
know this. I
know him.
know him. Yeah, nah. Okay. All right. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah, the next one is fights in the
Don't even
anime.
get me.
Ooh,
You don't see me, but I'm fighting the air.
I'm about to
I'm
say, you
fighting the air.
okay?
Ooh, ooh, I'm
Woo, woo,
dodging.
woo,
Okay,
woo,
so let
woo,
me.
woo, woo, woo.
Oh my God, I just gotta say, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like, let me tell you, like, when I think about Naruto, when I think about the best things in Naruto, fights
First
are
of all, we
gonna
could
always
separate
be
it to
there.
Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, and y'all still not holding a candle.
I mean, both of them are 10 out of 10s.
Period.
And I'm telling you, like, when we go to, when we, like, starting with Naruto, I mean, that was great. The Zabuza fight,
The Haku and Naruto's first Sasuke fight.
well, I meant that whole saga, yes.
Oh
That,
yeah. Mhm.
the training exams. And for every new follower who skipped all the darn filler, when Hinata learned her 8 trigrams, what did she learn? The line, not lionfish. There was the not rotation, but what she do?
It wasn't the 64 palm. She
The
couldn't.
64
Yeah,
palms,
she
something like
couldn't
that,
get the
whatever.
64.
When she learned how to do that, she was effing them people up. And they were over
Yeah.
here with them little bugs. They were like bee attack. And she said, what okay. She said, my brother killed spiders, I kill bees. What's next? I don't know.
Not they exterminators.
They might oh, I forgot about that too. And the Save Sasuke arc. I'm like, those fights were amazing.
And I want to say this because sometimes, or at least there was a person that said that the animation looked weird when they fight or did things sometimes.
Girl died. Oh,
Not you telling Christine. Oh,
oh, Christine said,
well,
oh,
um, sometimes with that old anime, they had them morph when they were going real fast. You saw like the animation drag. To me, that enhances it. It just showed that what was really going on was intense and really, I don't know, just
and y'all
something
ain't
more.
saying nothing about them anime where it be sparks in the air. You know when you know when it be like ting ting
Ting,
ting
ting,
ting ting
ting.
ting, and they dash it through the air like okay.
Dashing through the air. But yeah, and I agree.
Y'all
And
ain't
then
saying
also
nothing with that.
the emotion behind it, I believe. Um ooh, I believe the emotion behind the anime for Naruto was top. Like usually when people fought for Naruto, there was a story behind it, there was a reason, there was, they were fighting for their lives. So, like, there was a story behind it that made you want to get involved in it. Like, oh my goodness, who's gonna win? What's happening? While some of these other anime, I just feel like they be fighting the fighting, and it
And
don't be coming out good.
and Naruto, although at the end y'all try to say it became magical warriors fighting each other, that's what the
Mm,
show was based off of. They're not real
mm.
ninjas, like it's not real life, but
Be for
either
real.
way.
Like you
But I
see a
would
ninja
say, but
flying
I
through the
would
trees.
it, with their arms back, like be for
Like, come on
real.
now.
But so yeah, I'm just also the hand to hand combat and the ninjutsu and genjutsu. Like the fighting was so amazing. Either
Hmm.
way, like we were like and on when we saw Kakashi and Zabuza doing them little hand signs for the water dragon jutsu.
Hmm.
But then when Lee
Hmm.
took off them weights,
Ooh, he said, "Oh, when you at
child,
the ground,
stop.
you gonna find out."
He said, and guess what Gar was doing? Finding out.
Finding out.
He was finding out.
And
Okay, let's
it was too late for him too. But
child.
go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so let's move on because we got three of these.
Okay, power
Um,
systems.
yes. What do you think?
I think the power system for Naruto is great. Um, I think that, like every anime, you have certain people that have just naturally more ability than some, which I think that would happen in the real world as well. Everything seemed balanced. Nothing seemed, well. One family, the Uchiha, seemed a little bit unbalanced, but that's just because we saw the only Uchiha we saw were the ones that were extremely powerful.
To me, that's
So,
more like a plot thing than a power system thing.
mhm,
But what I will say is, yes, I agree. If you keep the power system simple, you're not gonna go wrong.
right.
Like, um, I I feel like one that has kind of like a tricky power system is Hunter x Hunter. That's just my
Oh, that
opinion.
power set. Mhm, no,
They be
and
like, use your nin, and then they literally can do totally
yeah,
separate things that have nothing to do with the other.
but
I
no,
don't know.
the Hunter x Hunter is known for having a tricky,
Complicated.
yeah, a complicated power system. So you're not saying nothing
But
new.
but
They know that.
Naruto, it's very simple. It's just very simple. You got taijutsu, genjutsu, and
Ninjutsu.
ninjutsu. And for ninjutsu and genjutsu, you have to use chakra. That's really it.
Yep.
That's really it. Like that's all, folks. Um,
Oh, that's all, folks.
but after that, it's drawing style animation. Go on now.
Drawing style animation does what it needs to do every time. I mean, you think about it, or when I see it at least, I like the drawing style animation and like the whole bending of the faces or the body types when they're running or when they're fighting. It just seemed all realistic. I like the drawing style Kishimoto had when it drawing the emotions. I don't have a problem with it at all for Naruto.
Listen, Mr. Masashi Kishimoto can draw. I'm not gonna argue with y'all about this, that, the third. Trust me. Out of most
Oh,
of the popular anime back then,
oh,
Naruto was leading the pack. I'm not saying they were the best. Personally, they may be. I'm not saying that though. I'm just stating that no matter what, they were above. They were above many,
well, I'm saying
even
this:
back then.
if we do episode one versus the big three, Naruto's look the best.
Well, I don't know about all that. I just said what I said. Okay, so let's move on to influence. Like you cannot. You know what? I'm done with y'all. I'm done playing with y'all.
Hello,
You know, because I was trying to be nice. You know, I'm not even gonna be nice
hello.
anymore. We already know. We already know Naruto's influence is like insane, and that's why y'all be mad. But we're gonna get into that. But that's why y'all be mad because Naruto's influence is insane. You know them clouds. You know what they call anime clouds. It's the Akatsuki hoe. It's the Akatsuki clouds. We already know what it is. Yes, that was a design, but I'm saying what made that design what it is today is the Akatsuki. Don't play with them. All right. Everybody they're coming out with new Naruto stuff to this day.
Hmm.
It ended almost a decade ago.
Shoot, when you see anime clothing and people describing it, they're describing Naruto clothes, baby. Like, come on. No one's. I mean, you have other people doing like Luffy stuff and whatever, but be for real. Like
I mean, you have what athletes saying like talking about Naruto and how it inspired them. Like
actors.
don't play with Naruto.
Like, oh, Lola, bro,
For
don't play with
real.
it. Don't play with it.
And the thing is that like people try to discredit their influence by saying, "Oh, well, this anime did it first. This anime did that first." And I'm like, "Okay, but who did it that influenced others?"
Hmm.
Now, Naruto may not be the first that had an exams because Hunter x Hunter had an exam, but Naruto did it best. Sorry, not sorry. The tuning exams are iconic. Past any other exam in anime, Naruto's was the most iconic. Now choke
Period.
on that chicken bone.
Who are you talking to?
I don't
The
know.
Bleach or the One Piece fans?
Maybe them all.
Yeah. All right, all right, all right. So go to the next one. Uh,
Fillers.
okay, I'll let you go first.
I don't care. If the fillers are good, I'm gonna watch the filler. I feel like Naruto's fillers were good, especially after the Sasuke retrieval arc. They had a
Hmm.
lot of filler because I think Masashi took a break before he started Shippuden.
Yep,
And the thing is, a lot of people are like, "Oh, this person has no character development. This person has no character development." You didn't watch it.
they
You
were the
didn't watch
fillers.
it. Like, when people are like, "Oh, well, Naruto and Hinata didn't really have that much of a relationship." You didn't watch it because the people who animated Naruto loved Hinata more than Sakura, and a lot of the filler in Naruto is with Hinata and a couple other people.
Mm,
Because Naruto didn't have a full like Team Seven wasn't full because Sasuke left, so he was working with other people, and it wasn't always Kakashi, it wasn't always there. And I'm like,
Sakura
y'all
was
be
working with Tsunade, so he had to be with other
right.
people.
I'm like one thing y'all often compare animes to each other, but base it off of what's canon, which is the manga. If you want to compare mangas, you don't even read.
Now,
If you want to compare the anime, watch the anime and compare the anime. Oh,
what?
there's too
Like
much
that?
filler. It's not filler. It's part of the anime. If you're gonna say, "Oh, let's compare mangas," and then okay, sure. Or you want to, but y'all be irritating me with
And y'all
it.
don't want to compare mangas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's
But
ooh. Let's
yeah, but no,
continue.
I agree. I like the fillers in Naruto. I think they fleshed out some of the characters, and I thought it was lighthearted and fun. I liked it.
Period. Period. And
No,
then we also get to see people get stronger and not just They trained for 12 days, and then,
I'm about to say being
like,
told.
we get to
You might as
see
well
it.
just say, and they're stronger now. Moving
Right.
on. Moving on.
Yes. And then, oh, and one thing I loved, and I saw this scene recently, is you can see the gradual increase of power. Not, I need to defeat him. Rah! Like,
Please stop, please.
okay, but we'll move on because I was
You said,
25.
oh.
Oh Lord. Okay, so um let's go to Bleach because I feel like that I hate to say I feel we're gonna be quick on Bleach.
I love me some bleach, so I'm not gonna ever, I love me some bleach. All right, go on. The first one is plot for bleach. Go ahead.
Okay, so okay, so you know how I said earlier that a lot of shonen have like this overarching like plot and da da da.
Uh-huh.
Da. Yeah, and Bleach don't. Bleach is the only one that they just said we don't know why we're here. Um,
Now.
I'm just like they have a plot per arc, but
Yes.
there's no real reason for over like he doesn't have any reason to be a Shinigami until like it's time to be a Shinigami. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's no, he doesn't want to become he doesn't want to become anything. It's not like he's trying to be the best at anything. It's just he's there to do a
He
job.
wants to become stronger to protect his
I mean they don't show that. Ooh, they don't show that man training. So it's
they
not
do
like
show him training from time to
oh
time.
my god he be training right when he need to fight somebody. Please. No, for real. Like when he was Yororichi helped him while his friends were getting beaten up, running around Soul Society. They helped him right
Ah!
before he had a fight. For Aizen, his daddy taught him this secret move, this final Zangetsu. Even though Zangetsu is not his actual Zanpakuto, very confusing to me. I didn't know, but he learned that right before he fought Aizen. I'm like, I mean, at least at the beginning, there were sometimes he just got trained to for no reason, in my opinion. Just let the man win. Just
Mm,
okay, but yeah, okay, but yeah, but no, I
yeah,
do think that the plot was a little lost sometimes. Like it was kind of just there, but go
I
ahead.
agree. I agree. So character and character development. But
There.
character.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay,
I'm
well,
joking.
I will say character and character development. I say Ichigo is the only one that had real character development. I'm sorry. It seemed like every time some other people got character development, it always was.
You know what?
It was like a step forward and two steps back.
I
For them.
figured it out.
What would you figure out?
Bleach seems like they don't have character development because the only ones who developed were the enemies.
That's true. The enemies did develop.
I
They
mean,
did.
Aizen changed. What other enemies they had? Lord Jesus, hold on.
Well, Hawk really didn't change because he was the last one.
Jean. I mean, we see his true
Gene?
motives, but Jen, my fault, Jen.
Who's Jin?
G. My favorite, the dude with the blue eyes, white hair, Matsumoto's friend,
Who?
Jen. Jen.
Who?
Don't
I
play
don't
with
know who
me.
that is, baby.
Jen from Bleach. Look it up. You on your computer?
Hold on, hold on.
Gin. Jen.
Jin?
Ichimaru, who betrayed Aizen for his not girlfriend, his friend, his
Are you talking about Yorimaru?
ma- look it up.
I did. The only Jin from Bleach.
Gin.
Oh, G. I said J. Oh.
Oh,
Baby, he was in the anime a lot. I forget.
you
Oh, Jin Ichiraku. Yeah, Ichiraku, Ichimaru.
Ichimaru. Oh, you
Child,
hilarious.
I'm still thinking about Naruto.
You hungry,
Mhm.
huh? You want some ramen?
But no, Jin was really cool. He didn't do much, so sadly, I ain't got really much to say about him. Because he ain't really had no development.
I
But
mean, yeah.
yeah. So character development for Bleach is again like for me, one step forward, two steps back with some of these people, and the only one that had true character development was Ichigo.
I did like some of the characters. I would say a lot of them were kind of just annoying for me, but that's not a bad thing. I did love Rukia.
Yeah, I mean, I like the characters.
I liked a lot of the like Soul Society people. I will say a lot of the characters were just annoying. Ishida was annoying. Orihime
Ishida.
was annoying. Chad didn't do anything, which annoyed me. Um, the captain commander what's it called? For the people who don't know, look away. He died. The one who died, the captain commander, he was
Yeah.
annoying.
Now you could
I
have just
mean,
said the Captain Commander. Why do you have to say
I
the
was
one
tr-
that died?
I was trying to say it because there's a new captain commander now.
Oh well, that is true. I guess if you're looking it up.
Okay, but okay, we got past that. So, oh, people are gonna hate me. Bleach fans, please. Like, I watched Bleach. I read all of Bleach.
I like
Like,
Bleach.
I read all of Bleach the moment it like to the moment it ended. I never stopped reading Bleach. Now I ain't gonna watch it because I already read it. Like, I'm not that interested. But from what we've
Ooh,
seen in the anime, let's talk about the fights.
and scene.
Oh, oh Lord.
um.
Okay. In the newest season, the
The fights
fight
are better. I
between the
do
Captain Commander and
walk.
Ichigo Sword, yes. Um
I'm done with you. Goodbye.
that was animated great. And I chose those words specifically. Um
Ooh, you evil little button.
but the fights mm, mm,
I don't know. I like the fight. I'm not. I'm gonna give him that fight.
mm.
There are some fights,
Then I hit
especially.
him with that mm-mm.
There are some fights, especially in the new season, that I really like. You can actually see the swordplay go out, but a lot of Bleach is what we were talking about last time. That was ting ting ting, and then a lot of Bleach as well. It'll be ting ting ting.
And then
Stop.
they talk five
Yeah,
minutes.
stop to talk for 5 minutes. You get, and that's what the annoying part is. You'll get the enemy's backstory and everything like that while the fight is going on, and it's just like, no, I just want you to
I don't
fight.
think
Let's
there's
go.
anything wrong with that though. I just think how it's executed, cause
Well,
like it'd be really a lot of it'd be really like I think when who is the scientist guy? I cannot remember his name.
you could talk, something like that,
You mm, uh
or
or
Maori,
Kurosuke. Yeah, the one you said, but I don't remember how to say his name.
the
Anyway,
evil
like
one, like
yeah, it's
the
pretty
weird one.
evil. When he was fighting one of Aizen's people
Uh huh.
with Ishida and somebody else, the way that it was like five fights in one, it was like just die, just somebody die. And then they talked for so long, and then especially at the end when it was just a bunch of twists with nobody moving, everybody talking, and the twists were happening. It was
Right.
like, oh, you think you've killed me, but I actually can do this. Yeah, well, actually, the thing that I did is still going to kill you because of this. Well, actually, no. And I'm like, no, just someone just now, just someone die. Somebody has already lost. Just
hmm
happened. Yes,
Well,
but
I feel you. Yeah. Well, that's what I would say. If I'm gonna have to rate it, Bleach has the worst fights for me because they're interrupted too much.
same.
Still love you,
Um,
Bleach, but I'm gonna just say that
let's go to power systems.
the power system is fairly what do you call it? Fair and equal in Bleach,
Yeah,
I would
I
say.
agree.
I mean, all of
Mm,
it works off of spiritual energy. Um,
right, and
you
I
have
like how it's simple.
yeah, you have special factions, Hollow, um, Fullbringer,
Child, I wasn't
or
even thinking about that. Please don't bring up them full bringers. Oh my god.
whatever. They have different sects of power, and
And then they have keto, and then the
yeah.
swords, and
So
everyone
you
has
have
their own
different things that
thing.
you can base your stuff off of. Even like
Yeah.
humans have spiritual energy that they can tap into if you have a certain part of the soul
Yeah.
king in you and
Was
all
that
that.
girl a robot? I cannot remember what that
Who
girl was. The girl that was beating them hollows up.
there was a Then they
Oh,
were never said, but there was a thing that said there was like Khan, the mod soul,
I can't remember.
both her and her brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll say the power system is pretty, you know, airtight. I would
Yeah,
say they're
yeah,
good.
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
All right, then the drawing style and animation.
I mean, I mean, it's fine. I think it definitely reaches the bar. It's not like it's bad.
Hmm.
Drawing style wise, the animation all I can think of is the fights, and it's ting 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 ting. But the animation wasn't the animation wasn't bad. I like the animation. I liked like seeing them talk and walk and stuff like that. It was nice. I liked it. Like it wasn't bad or anything like that.
Hmm. I agree with everything you're saying, so we can move.
Yeah.
Influence.
I think Bleach does have influence, allowing the I think it was like the gatekeeper of like darker anime.
I will say that Bleach probably was the darkest of the
Not probably, it definitely was.
shonen anime. So I think that people that like that aspect really drew to it. And I was reading somewhere that Jujutsu Kaisen, he said it
Creator.
creator said he really or the one that he really liked his favorite anime was Bleach. So he took from there.
Oh my
So you
god.
what?
You was kissing your teeth. I'm doing it too,
Oh,
but
did I do it again? Oh my goodness.
yeah, yeah.
Don't do me. Um so yeah, it has influence. I think it probably has the least since it's
Yeah.
it's the what I'm trying to say, the not the it has its own fandom. Like it has its little sects that really like it. Its own like I'm trying to think of the word, and then as soon as the word comes to me, I'm gonna be like, that's the word. But it has its own fan base that I think really take from it.
Okay, they have fans, yes. And then the
Ooh
next
wee.
and then the next thing is fillers.
Welp.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's filler and what's not filler. All I know is some things that are canon feel like filler. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I don't know if they're filler or not actually, but what I consider filler, the only ones that I liked the Bout arc, and I liked the Fullbringer arc.
Oh, I remember one that was filler because I don't think that was in the manga. It was the swords coming alive. That was
That was okay at the beginning. They
strange.
dragged it on a little bit too
It
much
dragged a lot, and I
because
liked it in the
because it
beginning.
became canon. Parts of it became canon because they used the
Yeah,
idea. But I was like, oh, y'all did too
maybe I don't know.
much.
I can't remember. I remember some filler episodes, like when they went to the beach or something, but they didn't. I don't think they had a lot of filler.
Mm,
Like Bleach wasn't a very long anime.
that's true. But like I was saying, the only ones I really did like was the Mount and Fullbringer arc. Everything else, there was the one that they had a arc where someone replaced Gin and as a captain for
Oh,
something, and
that was filler.
yeah, and I was just like, I don't like him. I don't like the people behind it. I was like, this is not for me, y'all. I'm sorry, this is
But
not
I'm
for
like, how
me.
you allow somebody to come in and do exactly the same thing Aizen did?
Like, be for real.
Like there were no more rules put in place.
And I will say, a lot of the filler are kind of similar. Um,
Yeah.
I'm about to say it's the Soul Society doing something they have no business doing, and then being mad when people retaliate.
And then
You almost root for the other people because it's just like, well, why were y'all being such douches?
But then the person that's evil has this like crazy ulterior motive that's like, I'm gonna destroy everything. And then Ichigo gotta be like, for some
Hmm.
reason, the captains who are stronger than me can't do it. So I have to.
Well, well.
I mean, they talked about the Hokages never doing nothing. I said that Captain Commander did nothing until the day he died.
But I will say, when he died, that scene, he was a boss.
Who was a boss?
The Captain Commander.
He was a boss?
I mean, he died.
Imagine not fighting all your life.
Now he fought.
In the anime, I mean. Imagine not fighting all your life for the day you unhook your sword from the scabbard, you die. No. No, 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 no. That was not boss. That was very sad.
Well,
Um oh, okay. What okay, so yay, Bleach, yay. So we're gonna move we're gonna move on to One Piece. Plot.
the plot in One Piece is pretty simple. I think it's gone to lengths where the plot has been pushed
A
to the
little
side, and that's what I don't like.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think it's a great plot. Like the pirates versus the government, and
That's
then you
not the
got the
plot.
I mean, it's part of the plot,
That's a
and then
subplot
it's part of the plot,
to
and
him
then you have
becoming the Pirate King.
okay. Can I? Okay, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
So, and then him becoming the Pirate King, of course, the shonen overarching, thing. And then like I think I think it's a really good plot. I will say I fully agree with you. I feel like the plot was lost somewhere after Inaru. Um, to this day,
Shoot, before before Eateroo,
to this
the plot
day,
was lost as soon as they got a real boat. Cause what is be going on?
I'm gonna just say that. What's that? It's a great plot. It's just let's get back to it. And then after that, character development.
um, it's slow with character development. Um, there's a few times where they'll have character development, some of the main people, but it's slow, and it's usually the whole arc is revived around one character in their development. Like Sanji had his arc ago where you went to his family, found his family, figure out why he did what he did, why he acts like he acts, and stuff like that. um you had a little one for Robin when they went to save her. Just so you know, they have character development in there, but for most of the part, they kind of stay the same.
I feel like their character development didn't really change who they were, and it didn't really change their character. I feel like it just,
It was backstory.
yeah, like to me, like Mr. Two was like
Mr. Two.
technically he was evil, but I'm like he wasn't really evil. Like he was just the enemy. Like he wasn't evil. He was just the enemy.
He wasn't evil, he was the enemy.
Like, but good I mean, like Buggy, like he was just the enemy. He was just an idiot, like, and he still is. Like, maybe he helps now, but I don't really see much character development, especially from the main cast.
Hmm.
Like some of the side characters, okay, yeah, I can see a little character development, I guess, if you want to call it that. Um, but but as a character as a whole, I do like their characters.
I do like the actual team, yeah.
I do think some of them are quite caricatures.
He is very profound with his people, like very exaggerated, very. I mean, you could tell from the laughs, like like it's like crazy, and I'd be
What
like,
the
oh,
what was that?
that'd be their laughs. It'll be yak yak dong ding dong yak yak, and I'd be like, ain't no person on planet Earth you ever heard laugh like that,
Well,
and yet he'll use it.
I don't think it's supposed to be very Earth-like, anyways.
I
But
guess
I
not.
meant like Sanji, um, the dude who makes boats, Brooks. I just don't see them as like real characters. To me, they're just kind of like caricatures. Like I can't connect with them for me.
Even Sanji.
I've never liked Sanji. I've always been a Zoro fan.
Now, why can't y'all just live together in peace?
We can live together in peace, but we all know who's the who's Luffy's right hand man. My man, my man, my man. And so
Yeah.
after that, it's the fights. Now you quiet.
Well, I don't mind some One Piece fight. See, and again, I think this is where the middle is. I think sometimes One Piece fights can become ting ting, and you'd be like, "Well, how? There's not a." You watch them; they can become explosion, 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 big thing. Um, but the recent fights that I've seen, especially with Kaido and stuff, it has been like straight fighting, which is okay. They are a little bit slower and less choreographed than Naruto's, which don't make it as like technically like oh my gosh, but they're all right.
For me,
You're so ugly.
no, I don't know. I just feel like when a lot of One Piece fans are like, "Oh yeah, the fights are this, the fights are that," and then they like pull out a supporting video, and then I'm looking at the video and I'm like, "Where's the genius?" I just feel like a lot of it is very cartoonish fighting, which isn't a
Ooh,
bad thing, but it's not gonna make me impressed. Like I don't think I've been impressed by a fight in One Piece at all,
ooh.
ever, at all, ever. And actually, hold
Did
on. Oh,
I?
that's next. Never mind.
Did I? Did.
Um, I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it just has not impressed me. I have not seen a fight. There's like the hand to hand isn't impressive. Them throwing powers at each other, not impressive.
Ooh.
The one I think of
Throwing
most,
powers at each other.
I mean, when like when people have a power and they just like throw it at each other, like like you got
Mhm.
sand, sand. If you got water, water. If you got smoke, smoke. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Uh,
ah.
but the one I think about most that people are like, oh yeah, this fight is amazing. I think of the CP9 fight,
Mhm.
and I'm like, wasn't impressed. Was not impressed. When I think about the war to save Ace, was not
Mhm.
impressed. I mean,
Ooh.
Whitebeard allowing himself to get stabbed and then a black cloud surrounding him and then he died when someone stole
'Cause
his
it
power.
was his family.
It didn't matter. I wouldn't let you stab me in the back. And I hope you wouldn't let me stab you in the back. I hope you'd at least run. At least. We all know what you would do. You probably turn around, knife already in your hand too. Uh,
Shut up.
but yeah, no, it's just not my favorite. That's all. I just feel like, if I'm watching like a kids TV show, like I don't know how to explain it because I was about to say Teen
It's something
Titans,
for the
but Teen
kids.
Titans has better fights to me. I mean, I think
Oh, now
Avatar has better
we are about to
fights.
get doxxed. We are going to have to fight for our lives.
Oh my god! But I was just saying, I just feel like it's the fights, just the fights. Yeah. So next is the power systems. What do you? Okay, what would you say?
Um, it can go. It can be balanced, and then at times it can also be what the world is going on. Because it's just like at some points you have the devil fruit, and then you also have hockey, and you have this like there's other stuff like humans can also just be good at certain things. So like overall it's simple, but then sometimes you'll have like Luffy going gear 5, he becomes a god because his rubber is not his actual fruit name or whatever. And then some people don't have hockey, but they're able to like use their devil fruits in a way that you basically don't need it. So it's like it's a little bit all over the place sometimes, but I would
For
say even, it's all right.
for me, I like it. I think it's simple. I will say what I don't like is the fact that we learned of an entirely new power 20 years after the start of the anime.
Well, he
That's
haven't thought of it yet.
clearly. But I'm just like, to me, it kind of makes me roll my eyes because I'm like, where did this come from?
He said my butt and everything.
I don't
um,
know. That's just for me. But what's next? Cause
filler, ain't it? No, no,
it's
no, no.
influence.
No, we didn't do drawing style and animation.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Drawing style and animation, I will say that One Piece has come a long way. Now, I know a lot of people like the style of One Piece back in the day, which I didn't mind it at all. It fit the times. but as in updated animation, I feel like it's come a long way. Um, they still look a little bit weird and oddly misshapen, but
For me, I like talking about the earlier. I liked the animation actually. I liked it earlier.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, Now it's kind of like it's fine. It's not too different. It's just different. It's more updated.
Mhm.
The drawing style, it's just funny to me when people talk about, oh yeah, like he draws a wide range of creatures and this, that, the third. And I'm like, well, he has to. Because his humans look awfully similar. I- Unless they look like big and angry, they're tiny. Um and he's not the only one who does that. I mean, it was Fairy Tale was similar to where a
Mhm.
lot of the people kind of just looked a little like, okay, and we see this was drawn by one
We see
person.
1, we see 2, we see 3.
And y'all can either disagree or be mad about it, but I said what I said and we can move on.
Okay, what influence?
They have a lot of fans.
Now,
What they do? They have a
n-
lot of fans.
that is true, but you being
What am I
shady
being?
boo.
Me? What would I be shady about?
Yeah, you being
One Piece
shady.
is doing. One Piece is like the best selling anime.
It is, and I will say it has a lot of influence because it's the best-selling anime right now, but it has a lot of influence.
Yeah, it's the best selling, and they have a lot of fans. Of course, they have influence.
Right.
Right.
But
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I don't like when people be like, "It has more influence than Naruto." It don't. It don't.
We'll circle back around that when when we're comparing. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to fillers. I don't think One Piece has fillers. Do they?
I don't know. It seemed mixed in.
Okay,
So
so, so you
and
know
then
what I said about Bleach
uh-huh.
when I said some of the stuff that ain't filler should be filler. That's about 3/4 of One Piece at the moment. There's no reason this dude should be trying to be backing this log. He should not look the same as he does when the show first started. The show started before I was born.
Right.
The manga is what, 26 years old, maybe?
Right.
Like, he shouldn't look that young. He should look like a 40-year-old man. Like, he still look like he's in his 20s. Uh-uh.
Well,
Uh-uh.
why
Uh-uh.
do you keep saying that?
Uh-uh. That man is 38 years old.
Right.
That man should look grown. And to be honest, I think I would have liked One Piece a tad bit more if he did look older nowadays.
Mhm.
And maybe he was a little bit, more mature, and I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know.
You
I
don't
don't know
know?
about fillers, but what I do know is a lot of these arcs, they take forever and it's unnecessary.
Mhm.
I'm
Well,
like,
I
I'm
have to agree.
sorry.
I have to agree.
But yeah, that's our take on the big three separately, individually. Um, and so let's talk about who we think. This is crazy because I know everybody knows. Who do you think is the best? And then we'll discuss some stuff
we gonna
about
get this. We
comparing.
gonna get this over with. Naruto's the best out of the big three. Naruto's the best.
I personally think that Naruto is the best. I enjoy Naruto the best. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think it's hilarious when people compare One Piece and Bleach to Naruto, because overall, I don't want to compare because it's entertainment. You're gonna like what you like that's
Right.
just
And I
like,
think all three are actually good.
and
Ooh.
no, I do think all three of them have good things about them. Definitely. Um, I don't know. It's just like it just depends what you like. But in my opinion, that One Piece fans will make excuses and be like, "Oh yeah, I didn't like this in Naruto," and then when it happens in One Piece, it's that's what makes it amazing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I remember
What are you talking about?
when Naruto did the sexy no jutsu on the alien lady that everybody hates,
Uh huh.
that I actually like, whatever. And they were like, "Oh my god, that's so childish. I can't believe that they did something like that." And I'm like, first of all, it's an ode to one of the first jutsus he was able to do. Like, it's the end of the show. Let them do the odes. But when Luffy went to Gear 42 and turned into the silly god of silliness and folded Kaido like a
The silly
chair.
god of silliness.
Yes, and then they were all like, "This is what One Piece is. It's supposed to be silly. Ha ha ha! We love it." I'm like, y'all are lying to yourselves. Like, if you didn't like it in Naruto, don't like it here. And I'm not saying you have to like one because of the other, but the excuse that, oh, they're being silly in serious situations against a serious villain, they
Right.
do that everywhere. They
Right.
do that everywhere. They did it in Dragon Ball Z when they were fighting Cell. They did it in Naruto. They do it in One Piece. They do it everywhere.
Right.
Like, calm down.
And it's the hypocrisy that really makes it like, oh, okay, right.
It should be irritating me. What else did they be saying to be oh, and then oh my god, I want to talk about this. And when they be like, "Oh my god, the women in Naruto were written horribly and they can't fight."
Yeah,
First of
that's
all,
everywhere, baby.
y'all only repeat that bull crap because Naruto fans keep saying it. Y'all's women can't fight neither.
That's really true. And again, they'll use like recent um
Use the first 17 years of the
I'm about to
bull
say
when Naruto was on.
the recent development where like Nami will actually have a good
Nami can't
thing,
fight either.
or
Boo hoo.
Robin will have a good
Robin
thing.
can't fight either. Boo
I'm
ha.
like, okay, so if that's the case, let's go to
They
Shippuden.
ain't can possible.
Let's go to Shippuden because Tamari, Sakura, even Tintin and Hinata shown that they are about that life and can get down when they need to get down. So I'm just like, how in the world are y'all saying that y'all's female characters are written so much better when it's
And also, let's talk about the attractive females. Don't talk about the ugly tall oompa loompas in the thing that have no femininity about them and look like two walruses. Don't don't talk about them. Talk about the pretty ones. Because I'm telling you, Nami and Robin don't fight like that. They fight when they need to, but they don't fight like that.
Mhm.
They don't fight like that. Like, let's be for real. Like, and yes, you can make somebody tall and ugly and look like a man, and but they're a woman and they fight. Sure, okay. Like Big Ma. Like the fight with Big Ma, I'm like, well, she ain't did nothing. She didn't do nothing to them peoples.
Who?
To the Luffy crew. She ain't hurt them people. They ran around
Well, it
while
is a
she
thing.
threw rocks.
I will say it is a joke in like the One Piece community that Big Mom is taken as a joke when she's supposed to be top three. So she's getting the woman treatment.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Well.
Like, just stop. Like, y'all be making excuses. And then and then this is for everybody, not just One Piece fans, who'd be like, "Oh, I don't like the alien. It gone too far in Naruto. Now it's no longer about ninjas." Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh my god! Like, it was never about ninjas in real life. Stop! And then and I keep seeing this this idea that it's bad or wrong for anime to get bigger and bigger and bigger until the end where it crescendos when it comes to power level. Why would
Mhm.
it not? Why would it not? Do I want to see them fight someone on Zabuza's scale in the end?
No.
No, it's been 20
I'm
years.
about to say if that was the case, why did we train? I could have beat you just by drawing them out.
Right. I mean,
I c-
Kakashi could have fought this. Kakashi could have did it all.
exactly. And Guy certainly could have took y'all out in the seventh stage. So come on now.
Right. I'm like, be for real. They're supposed to get stronger.
Yeah.
Now imagine and the thing is, I feel like in the opposite, flip it. If you are, that's an issue.
Who,
If
who you?
Luffy was still fighting the Edward Scissorhands from the beginning of the anime,
Not the Usopp arc.
if he was still fighting him, I'd have been like, "What's going on?
He
What's
getting
going
he
on?"
getting beat up.
They've been fighting for 12 years a slave.
Now.
What is going on? So yeah, on the flip side, that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be fighting the same people you fought in the beginning. You're supposed to be getting stronger.
Hmm.
So that'd be irritating me too. And let's be for real. When we talk about a unified enemy, Akatsuki is where it's at. It is the unified enemy. That is the group of bad that you can't with. Okay?
Right.
And Hunter x Hunter had a cute one. Naruto had the best one.
Yeah.
And let's talk about
Oh.
villains.
I would say Bleach has the second best
Second best
because
one.
uh group of people because I did like the Arankar. I did like them.
I'll give it to them. Sure, I
Shut
guess.
up. I said second best. Akatsuki's still gonna win either way. But yeah.
But let's talk about villains. Naruto's villains are better than both of theirs. And don't be in the comments being like, "That's your opinion." Duh, duh. It's an opinion.
For me, I would have to agree, but when you think about it, it's menacing. Like I know a lot of people saying when Madara came, all he did was null and void when Kaguya came to see be like the actual
Don't be
villain,
dumb.
and
Don't be
I'm like,
dumb.
no, it didn't. When Madara came on the scene, oh, when Madara came on the scene, people were scared. People
Niggas
were
are
scared.
scared.
I mean, like everyone stopped in their tracks. They said, "Is that really Madara?" And this is from hearing about him. He had been long dead. So it's just like, come on now. When Naruto had Orochimaru at the beginning, that music, that this this scientist crazy. You're like, oh my goodness, these people are crazy.
The
A whole,
Akatsuki.
every single Akatsuki member every single Akatsuki member was low Hokage to high Kage level. They were not to be effed around.
Mm-mm.
And then you
Mm-mm.
think about Bleach. I'm like, the only person y'all really had to worry about was Aizen and Walk. Everybody else, you kind of had each go do what he needed to do.
It was kind of like filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the Aizen and Walk were like God level. So it's just,
And um Ichigo had to defeat them both because of technicalities.
well,
Well, you've never seen his Zanpakuto. There's not a couple other captains that have not seen his everybody has seen like his Zanpakuto's a slut. Everybody's seen it. That
well, the thing
Zanpakuto be
is,
busting out for everybody.
when he first became a captain, when he signed up to be a
Only
captain,
3 captains need to see it.
well, he showed everybody.
Clearly.
But that's the thing. I'm like, new people came and joined. How did he get them to see his bond? Like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Not everybody seen that Zapato. But yeah. And then you think of One Piece, which has decently good villains. Like you have Kaido, which was good. You had Big Mom, which
Yawn.
was good. You
Yawn.
had who else? What other villains are in One Piece?
All I can keep thinking of is
Ooh,
Inaru, they have
ooh,
Crocodile, Buggy, the scaredy cat for I don't even know his name. Edward Scissorhands.
yeah. They
Um,
had good
the
villains.
fish
I
dude.
will say this: Naruto villains to me left a trimmer over the whole story. Sometimes One Piece villains just leave a trimmer over the arc, if that makes sense. Like for that arc, it's like, oh, they're dangerous, but the next arc is going to be stronger and crazier. So it's like, well, they weren't really that bad. While Naruto villains is kind of
Whoa, I
like,
forgot about him.
who?
Choppers. Oh,
Bye.
no,
Okay,
forgot about
so
him.
bye.
Um,
What else?
oh, CP9.
No, we move on. They don't have as good a one as Naruto.
I mean, what else is there to talk? I'm just saying. And if y'all want to come in our comments and say something like to defend them. Like, go ahead and say what you want to say.
Just don't be
Don't
disrespectful.
don't get in your feelings. Don't be mad. Don't be pressed because we already know you're wrong. But say what you need to say. Get off your chest. But yeah, I think point blank period, Naruto's the best. Of course, it's all an opinion. But I do think that's why y'all One Piece fans online are so angry at the iconicness of Naruto because you're like, it's turned off. Why is it still being put on the same level as One Piece? Because it is. Because it is.
Let's be
Because it
honest too.
is.
No matter what the sales or anything like that of the manga, of the anime, of the show, or whatever, no matter what you say, Naruto was the bigger anime before One Piece got big.
Oh, definitely.
You cannot
Definitely.
deny that. It was just the bigger of the two, and that's
In
okay.
America.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, you think about it now, even years later, when we had the everyone was gonna rush the Area 51. That was years later after Naruto ended. They were planning on doing the Naruto run.
I mean,
When
yeah, I'm like the Naruto one is iconic. Rasengan is iconic. The Shadow Clone Jutsu, Sexy no Jutsu, like
if I see people playing around doing or anime hand signs or like fighting
the
tactics or anything,
headband.
yeah, no one's doing Gomo Gomo no.
I
No
mean,
one's doing
there are. It's
the
just
nerds.
strange to see it. I know. I saw two athletes do it. It's just
Yeah, they're
strange.
nerds still.
Oh my god.
But like the
Oh.
real people are doing Kamehameha or Rasengan.
Wait, I want. Okay. So, lastly, oh, let me jump on Bleach first because I know Bleach fans are in the cut like he. Let me talk about Bleach real quick. There are a
Sorry,
lot
Bleach.
of problems with Bleach. A lot of
Ooh,
problems. The
no.
fact that Ichigo was as strong as he needed to be. Ichigo was never.
Ichigo?
Ichigo was
Who said
never.
Ichigo?
Ichigo was never like one strength. Like it just if he needed to be the strongest in the Soul Society, he was. If he needed to be the weakest, he was. He, wa- he That's just how it was. And there was a lot of stuff that was just like it was just made up on the spot. When he lost his powers and he got them back in that weird way with them weird people, it's just
Not
like
the weird
what?
people, the full bringers.
Yeah,
I hate you because you know
I'm
I like that art.
I'm sorry, but I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of issues with Bleach. I Okay, hold on. Back to One Piece. The the thing I need y'all
Not
to
to getting
stop.
tagged.
They really are. The thing I need y'all to stop doing is making the excuse that One Piece is fine being this long. It's not. That
Oh
is bad.
yeah.
That is bad writing. I don't care. It's bad writing. In my opinion, he's trying to figure out how to end this bull because he doesn't know.
Before he goes, because
Before now, but
no
I'm just
shade.
like it's too long. There is not one piece of media that should go on this long.
I agree.
I mean, the longest running TV show in America has not been on longer than One Piece.
But then again, there's a lot of long running anime like that. Detective Conan.
And why do you think I dropped that? Because they weren't getting to
The
any
point.
answers. It's just like you can't say in the beginning of the show, we got to figure this out. And then I'm 30. I started reading it when I was 10. I'm 30 and we still don't know. I'm not
Mm,
doing that. This is not a life trip with you.
not a life
Finish the
trip.
book. It's a book. Then all of a sudden, you over here lose a hand, don't want to do it anymore, and nobody knows what the ending is. Like, just be for real. Just finish the stuff. That is bad writing. And I want y'all to say it with me, One Piece fans. It is
Ooh.
bad writing. Don't make an excuse. Don't be like, no, it's because his world building and the world's so big that he can. No,
Why are you talking like that?
he can write more after he finishes what he set out to do. I need Luffy. I need Luffy to become Pirate King. I need the Will of D to be explained. And don't say, "Oh, it's been explained kinda." Shut up. I need to know who his mommy is if they're going to go into it. I need to know what the history is that Robin's looking for. I need Zoro to fight his
Mihawk.
daddy-in-law. Yes.
Not
Mihawk, I,
daddy-in-law.
I don't know, child. I need him to be. I need everybody. I need y'all to finish. I need y'all to be done. Finish it.
I agree.
And then if you want to go back, then if you want to add more, then if you want to go into a different character,
Oh,
do
I could
that.
cuss. Mm-hmm.
But not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now. And Naruto always had the best video games. But
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but we can move on. This is the final topic, and this is gonna be quick. We're not spending much time on this. Um, who is the new big three?
Well, if I had to pick three anime now that is the big three, I would say no one, because no one is gonna touch the old big three.
Period. There is no new big three. Don't play. Don't even play with us. Don't even play with us. There is no new big
Don't
three.
play, bruv. Don't play.
Like,
Nothing these new kids can do will ever be able to touch the old big three.
but like, are you dumb? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, no, and I hear people talk about, oh, well, the big three before was Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball,
Use a
and then
damn lie.
the new big three is My Hero, Boruto, and I'm just like, y'all doing the most.
Y'all
This
are
week,
lying.
I'm like, y'all are losing the definition of the big three. The big three were the big three is because they were shown in anime that grew extremely popular and
During a certain time
was
where
crushing the scene.
and it was a rise in interest in anime
That's
for a
it.
whole generation. Not for a couple weirdos, not for some Star Wars fans who delved off into their love of Japanese women and found this. I'm like, this was for an entire generation who did not know
Yeah.
about anime.
And I saw a few people
And they knew that it was anime now.
talk about, oh, but there was other anime that were popular back then, like the first Hunter x Hunter or Fairy
Not
Tales
like that.
and stuff like that. And I was
Not
just
like
like,
that.
it wasn't the same. Well, the thing is, they want to discount Bleach because at one point, Hunter x Hunter and Fairy Tale was making more than Bleach in America. And I was just like, but it still wasn't shonen. It's,
What wasn't
and a
shonen?
big part is influence again.
What
Like,
wasn't shonen?
uh what did I just say? Fairy Tale and
I think Fairy Tale is.
they weren't shonen at the time. Shonen bought them.
What? Shonen is a genre. What are you talking about?
Or Shonen Jump, the a magazine.
Oh.
Yeah. All the big anime around that time was owned by Shonen Jump, and that's why they were called the big three, because Shonen was getting that influx of
Listen, I don't care what
currency.
we're selling more. I really don't even care if you discount Bleach. I said what the big three is, and I'm gonna maintain that. And there is no big three, no new big three, because the big three did what the big three had to do, and the big three always gonna do what the big three done did. Okay, you can't redone do what somebody done did because it's already been did. You can't redo what's done.
And we're done.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, great discussion, guys. I hope everyone is happy.
yeah. I hope. I can't. Oh, but yeah, don't be crazy in these comments if you feel some type of way, cause I don't care.
I'm about to say, don't be crazy in the comments and have a dove in your bio. Let me stop. No, I'm just playing.
No. Anyway, so all right, so that's the end. You already know who I am. Oh, child, the way I was about to say my name is Sebastian.
You could be Sebastian if you
No,
want.
I do not want to be Sebastian.
It's pretty nice.
No, no. I
Mhm.
I heard from your therapist.
Oh,
Um. All right, so you already know who I am. I'm Denim Dog and I'm Denim Sir, Denim Dr. Denim. You already know. Don't play with a kid. You're on my channel. Thank you for clicking. Please subscribe. Please comment. Don't be crazy. Please like it. Please share. Do all the things you need to do. I mean, even want to clip it, share it. Do whatever you need to do. And and yeah.
and I am Sebastian, SEBASTIONMINAG. And you can find me at that
Ooh.
moniker on all platforms. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, thank you for stopping by. And if you know about DreamCon, want to go, didn't go, want to go, don't know what it is, whatever, say something in the comments because we gonna be at DreamCon. I keep saying it because I'm actually excited now. Like, oh my god, we're gonna be at DreamCon. Like,
I'm so excited that
let's
you're
see you,
excited.
Austin, Texas. Okay, bye.
Bye.